it's a tricky line I think we walk on the show, because he has to move forward in some way that makes him more human, or at least puts him in more authentically human situations. But if he's going to continue to kill people, he can't just sort of grow a heart, because then you're having your cake and eating it too. So it's always a tricky negotiation, but that's the fun of it.
He almost has a vampire's compulsion in a way.
Yeah,
he has to kind of.
I mean, I guess, yeah, we played around with the idea of rehabilitation in the second season, but that didn't really take.
Bill, you also
they say it's hard to break old habits. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
You also play a character with some sort of moral quibbling as well. I mean, how do you approach that?
You know, I think the writers and the creators of the show are really smart the way they present these things, because they present it in a gray area, and you watch the show, and it's really, it kind of is the old adage of, you know, what seems strange to you once it becomes familiar is not so strange. And when I first started the show, people would, especially women, they would go, God, well, why are you doing a show like that? What the hell? You had a good career. What are you doing? Nobody's going to like that. And they're the ones who've embraced it the most, because again, I think they've been taken into this world in a way to where they see that it's got a human face.
And you knew, from the get-go that this would be a show that might not necessarily be embraced by the Mormon community. But how is it when you interact with people that you meet who are Mormon? How do they respond to you and to the show?
For the most part, it's been very positive. People, they see the show, and it's an intelligent show. So a guy came up to me the other day at a restaurant, and he said, "Oh, I love the show." He goes, "I'm a Mormon," I think they can see beyond it. I think most of the families who have been Mormon for a few generations, if you go back, most of them have ancestors who came from polygamy. So it's I'd like to think the four great things that have come out of Utah in the last 10 years were hosting the Summer Olympics, the Utah Jazz, Mitt Romney, and Big Love.
Now, the same question, how are the serial killers responding to that?
I get so much positive feedback.
What percentage of your mail is stamped from a prison?
0. I haven't received any mail from prison. Maybe that Dexter isn't made available to the members of the prison population. But yeah, unlike when I was doing 6 Feet Under, people who worked in the funeral business really came out of the woodwork. I came to appreciate just how many people work in that field. But on the serial killer front, people have kept that to themselves. If I've encountered anyone who's an actual serial killer, I didn't know it.